Hello, I am Dr. Cinema. I analyze and diagnose movies and explain them to you. John, Com- John Carpenter is probably one of my favorite directors of all time. You may not necessarily have heard his name, but you definitely know his most famous work, Halloween, the 1978 slasher film that popularized the subgenre and spawned an entire franchise and inspired many other slasher franchises after that. And of course, he's known for other works such as the remake of The Thing in 1982. But I'm not here to really talk about those movies. I'm here to talk about his other really famous movie, Big Trouble in Little China, starring Kurt Russell. Now, when this film was distributed by 20th Century Fox, so this was like a big Hollywood studio movie, and and it's sort of like a martial arts adventure action comedy film, and it was had a budget of 19 to 24 million dollars, but it only made 11 million. I mean, this was like the 80s films that were pretty popular. So why did this film not do so well financially and critically with critics? Because it was pretty panned when it was released, but now it's actually a pretty famous and favorite movie. So why did it fail back in 1986? Well, it's probably because no one really knew what to make of it at the time. I mean, this was a cast largely made of Asian actors, which was a little bit unusual at the time, and there was a humor in it. Like it has good humor, but people didn't really know what to make of it at the time, and it was just an odd major studio movie. Like this wasn't really something that major Hollywood studios really invested in. It was odd. It was unusual. It was probably more of a independent film, which is ironically what John Carpenter sort of specializes in, independent films. But it, but today though, even though it was panned back then, today it's well liked and loved even. So is this the best John Carpenter film? Well, true, it wasn't well liked in 1986, I but I just looked at it recently before doing this video, and there's the action's good. I mean, the effects are good, especially during the time period the movie was made in, and the characters are. I really liked the characters, and they had humor and a little bit of personality to them. So, well, what about his other two famous films, Halloween and The Thing? These were both horror films that are well known in their genre by fans of the genre, but how do they stack up against something like Big Trouble in Little China, a movie that is now well liked? Well, Halloween is a really big and popular film, and one that I really like, and it has themes and like subtext to it that only people who really pay attention to the movie would pick up on. And as far as the thing, it's like a good remake and it's fun to watch, but I don't really think it stacks up to Big Trouble in Little China. And now the reason why I think that this movie is John Carpenter's best is because it's a satirical homage to the old Western films such as John Wayne and Clint Eastwood. Hell, the characters even make fun of like the evil person's intentions, poke fun of the romances, and even make fun of some like little setups that happen in the movie. So I think that's partly why it wasn't such a big deal at the time because it was poking so much fun at itself that people not were not quite sure what to make of it. I mean, yeah, there were parody movies during this time, such as Spaceballs, but that was clearly a parody movie, and people weren't really sure if Big Trouble in Little China was a parody or it was an actual serious film. I think it's kind of both. Yeah, it makes fun of itself, but it also has a story of its own to tell, its own adventure where you can join along and it really engrosses you in the story. And Halloween does that too. And it's a really great film. They're both really great films, but I'm going to have to give this one to Big Trouble Little China because it's really one of a kind, and it's not really another movie that's been really done in recent modern years. It's very unique, it's special, it's a product of its own time, and I don't really think we'll see many films that can recapture that same magic that Big Trouble in Little China gave us. So, the diagnosis here: Big Trouble in Little China, it has its flaws, but it makes fun of itself. It has fun and knows what it is. It's an awesome adventure movie. You'll get some laughs out of it. It's really worth checking out. And even though I love horror and I love Halloween, I truly think this is probably John Carpenter's best movie. And no, this is not a spin off of the Harry Potter world. Yes, there's magic, but it's completely different. Yeah, so there's magic, so that's also pretty fun too. So please check it out and comment, like, subscribe, share. And this is Dr. Cinema. Can't wait to see you next time.